Be me, Tyler, 31 years old, senior systems analyst, making 95 grand a year. I'm not flashy. I drive a 2015 Honda Civic my dad helped me buy. I wear the same Seiko watch he gave me for college graduation. I grew up watching him work overtime to provide for us, but I also watched him and my mom be actual partners. They split everything. Bills, chores, decisions. That's what I thought love looked like. Then I met Vanessa. 3 years ago, mutual friend's rooftop party. I was nursing a beer by the railing when she walked up to me. 28, marketing coordinator, this incredible smile that made you feel like you were the only person in the room. Nice watch, she said, pointing at my Seiko. Most people don't notice Seikos. Thanks, my dad gave it to me. That's sweet. I love things with stories. She clinked her glass against my beer. I'm Vanessa. We talked for 3 hours. She was funny, sharp, asked about my work, and actually listened. When I mentioned I did freelance coding on the side, she didn't yawn. She asked what projects I liked best. At the end of the night, she put her number in my phone and kissed my cheek. Text me, Seiko guy. I texted her before I got home. Our first date was coffee that turned into dinner, that turned into walking around the city until midnight. She told me about growing up with her sister Nicole, how they were close but competitive. She talked about wanting to build a career in marketing. She asked about my family, my brother Derek, my parents, what it was like growing up. The chemistry was instant, natural. She'd grab my hand while we walked, lean into me during movies, text me random thoughts during the day. When we finally slept together about a month in, it felt right. Easy. She'd pull me close in the morning. We'd stay in bed talking for hours. She made me feel wanted, not just needed. 6 months in, I was completely gone for her. When I told her I loved her, she said it back immediately. I was waiting for you to say it first. I've known for weeks. Best year of my life. Around the 10-month mark, we moved in together. Got a decent 1-bedroom in a good neighborhood. We split rent and bills 50-50. She made $52,000 at her marketing job, I made $95,000, but we agreed fair was fair. Our physical connection was still strong. She'd initiate as much as I did. Playful, affectionate, present. Then her sister Nicole got engaged that fall. Vanessa was happy for her, helped plan the wedding, but something shifted. She started scrolling Instagram more, luxury lifestyles, designer bags, exotic trips. Do you ever think about upgrading our place? She asked one night. Maybe eventually. Why? Everyone our age is moving up. Nicole and her fiancé are looking at houses. They're both in finance, different budget. She nodded, but I saw her measuring our apartment against something invisible. Then came her birthday. About a year into living together, I'd saved up and bought her a Michael Kors bag she'd mentioned liking. $800. Stretch for me, but I wanted her to feel special. She lit up when she opened it. Tyler, oh my God, this is beautiful. She kissed me, pulled me to the bedroom. Thank you, baby. You're so good to me. That night was incredible, passionate, connected. But 2 days later, her friend Britt came over with a new Gucci bag. I watched Vanessa's smile tighten. After Britt left, Vanessa was quiet, distant. That night, I tried to initiate. She turned away. I'm tired. Okay, fair. People get tired. But then it happened again 2 nights later. And again. A week went by. Nothing. She'd come to bed in oversized sweats, stay on her phone until I fell asleep. You okay? I finally asked. Yeah. Why? Just feels like you've been distant, she sighed. I'm just stressed about work. I believed her. Then she mentioned wanting to check out a new restaurant downtown. Pricey place. I said sure. We went. $200 for dinner. She was warm the whole night. Laughing, touching my arm, looking at me the way she used to. When we got home, she pulled me straight to bed. It was like flipping a switch. I didn't think much of it then. I thought she'd just needed to decompress, feel appreciated. But the pattern started forming. She'd mentioned wanting something: a new gym membership, a weekend trip, expensive boots. If I hesitated, she'd go cold. Polite, but distant. No physical touch. No initiation. Sometimes no sex for a week. 2 weeks. The second I'd agree, or buy whatever it was, the warmth returned. She'd be all over me. Affectionate, present. I started picking up freelance work on weekends. Extra $1,200 a month. I told myself I was providing for us, being a good partner. But really, I just wanted her to look at me the way she used to touch me without me having to earn it first. Her contributions to bills started shrinking. $400 over 3 months while I covered everything else. When I brought it up gently, she went ice cold. 3 days of silence. Sleeping on the couch, barely looking at me. I apologized just to end the freeze. That night, she came back to our bed, curled into me. "I love you," she whispered. "I know money is tight. I'm sorry." We had sex for the first time in 2 weeks. I held her after, feeling relieved, but also confused. Something felt off. I just couldn't name it yet. Then came Ashley's birthday party. I didn't want to go to Ashley's party. I'd worked a 12-hour day and was exhausted. But Vanessa had been cold all week. We hadn't had sex in 9 days, hadn't even kissed beyond a peck. I'd suggested we ease up on eating out because my car needed $1,400 in repairs. She'd shut down completely. When I agreed to go to the party, she transformed. Smiled, touched my shoulder. "Thank you, babe. I know you're tired." She kissed me properly for the first time in days. "We'll make it an early night. I promise I'll make it worth it when we get home." The promise hung there. I hated that it worked on me. She bought a new dress, $220 on my credit card. I didn't say anything. The party was at a rooftop bar. Her crew was there. Britt, Simone, Ashley. I nursed a beer, tried to be social. Then Marcus showed up, Ashley's cousin. Early 30s, finance bro, Rolex, loud laugh. "Yo, who wants to see the Lambo?" Half the party went downstairs. Bright yellow Lamborghini Huracan, parked illegally. "Ladies first," Marcus said, opening the door. Britt and Simone took photos in it. Then Vanessa. She slid into the seat, ran her hand over the dashboard. Marcus leaned close, showing her the controls. She giggled, played with the steering wheel. She hadn't looked at me once. Back upstairs, her whole energy changed. Animated, laughing, talking to Marcus about his job, his apartment, his car collection. I overheard her. "God, I would kill for a car like that. My boyfriend drives a Honda Civic." The way she said boyfriend sounded apologetic. Marcus grinned. "Hey, we all start somewhere." In the Uber home, she scrolled Lambo listings. 250, 300 grand. "That was fun," she said. "Yeah." Marcus said he might have IT contract work. His firm pays really well. The implication: you should be making Marcus money. "I'm good." She looked at me. "You're good? Tyler? He's 32 and drives a Lamborghini. And? And you drive a Civic. Don't you want more?" "I'm fine with what I have." She turned back to her phone. Didn't say another word. When we got home, she went straight to the bedroom, changed into sweats, got into bed with her back to me. No, making it worth it. No affection, nothing. I lay there staring at the ceiling, feeling like an idiot for expecting anything different. Sunday morning, I was finishing a freelance project. She was slamming cabinets. "Something wrong? Do you even care that I'm unhappy?" I closed my laptop. "What's going on?" "You're always working, but we have nothing to show for it. We have an apartment. Food. You have new clothes every month. I've been working weekends for 6 months. Marcus is 32, and I don't give a fuck about Marcus." She blinked. I never swore at her. Silence. That night, I tried to talk to her, apologize for snapping. She was cold, distant. I reached for her in bed. She pulled away. "I'm not in the mood." Vanessa, I said I'm not in the mood, Tyler. A week went by. I tried twice more. Both times she rejected me. I'm tired. I have a headache. Can you not? I stopped trying. Then one night, she came home excited. Babe, Simone invited us to this pool party next weekend. It's at some nice place in the hills. I'm pretty burned out. Maybe we could just... Her face fell. Seriously? I never ask you for anything. That was a lie, but I didn't say it. Fine, I said. Her mood shifted immediately. She smiled, came over, sat in my lap. Thank you. She kissed me. You know I appreciate you, right? That night, she initiated for the first time in over a week. Lying there after, I couldn't shake the feeling. This was a transaction. I'd agreed to something. She'd paid me with affection. I felt sick. Over the next 2 weeks, the pattern became impossible to ignore. Cold when I suggested saving money, warm when I spent it, distant when I said I was too tired for an expensive outing, affectionate when I agreed. No sex for days after I'd pushed back on something, suddenly eager after I'd bought her something or covered an expense. I was working my ass off, picking up extra projects, trying to make her happy, but the goalposts kept moving. And I realized something horrible. I wasn't working hard because I loved her anymore. I was working hard because I wanted her to touch me, to look at me like she used to not feel like I was failing some test I didn't understand. Then her sister Nicole posted on Facebook. Pregnant. Lake house. Husband made VP. Vanessa texted me 3 times. Did you see Nicole's post? She's pregnant and bought a lake house. We need to talk when you get home. I was at my brother Derek's when I saw it. He saw my face. What's wrong? I told him everything. The Marcus thing. The pattern. The withholding. The way affection only came when I complied. Derek set down his beer. Dude, she's conditioning you. What? You perform, she rewards you. You don't, she punishes you. That's not a relationship. That's training. I wanted to argue. I couldn't. Derek laid out a strategy. Stop playing the game. Split finances 50-50. Stop reacting emotionally. Grey rock method. And here's the key. When she tries to use sex to manipulate you back in line, don't fall for it. That's easier said than, I know. You're human. You want your girlfriend to want you, but right now, she doesn't want you. She wants your wallet, and she's using your body against you to get it. His wife Lauren came out. Healthy partners don't weaponize intimacy. If she's only affectionate when you give her things, that's not love. That's control. Saturday morning, I opened a separate bank account, moved my paycheck, calculated our expenses, split them 50-50. I Venmo requested Vanessa $1,240. 3 hours later, what is this? Your half of this month's expenses. Are you serious right now? Yeah. I can send a breakdown. Tyler, what the fuck? When she got home, she was furious. What's going on? I stayed calm. Nothing. Just splitting things fairly. We're in a relationship. Couples don't Venmo request each other. Why not? Because it's cold. It's like we're roommates. If you want to handle bills differently, we can talk about it. I want to handle it like a couple. Okay. How much are you contributing? She stammered. You make more than me. I've been covering 90% of everything for over a year. I'm asking for fair. She tried a different angle, softened her voice, moved closer. Baby, I know you're stressed. She touched my chest. Maybe we both just need to reconnect, relax a little. Her hand slid down. I recognized this play, the sudden warmth, the physical contact. I stepped back. I'm good. Her face flickered with confusion, then frustration. Seriously? I need to finish some work. I walked away. It was the first time I'd ever turned her down. That night, she didn't speak to me. Went to bed early, door closed. The next few days, she went full Cold War. Barely spoke, slept on the couch. Wednesday night, Her friends came over. I was in the bedroom, door cracked. He Venmo requested me for bills like I'm a tenant, Vanessa said. You, Simone said. That's cheap. He's insecure about Marcus, Britt added. I don't even know. He won't fight with me, and I tried to, reconnect. He literally rejected me. Wait, what? Simone sounded shocked. Yeah, I tried to initiate and he walked away. Oh, he's definitely cheating, Britt said. Or he's punishing you, Simone added. Classic manipulation. Jenna's voice quieter. Or maybe he's tired of the dynamic? Have you thought about that? Whose side are you on? Britt snapped. Hers. That's why I'm saying talk to him instead of playing games. I'm not playing games. He is. I pulled up my phone. Screenshotted my Venmo history. 3 months. I'd paid $8,200. She'd paid $400. Saved it in a folder. Over the next week, Vanessa tried different tactics. She'd walk around in lingerie, making sure I saw. I'd nod, go back to my laptop. She'd mention being stressed and needing a massage, looking at me expectantly. I'd suggest she book a professional one. She left her phone out one night, Venmo notification visible. Jason sent you $100 for drinks, wink face. I saw it, felt nothing. Friday, she announced she was going to a pool party, posted bikini photos. Caption, self-care Saturday. I was at the gym with Derek, didn't even check. When she came home, Sunday, visibly frustrated. Did you even look at my stories? Nope. You don't care what I do anymore? I care that you're safe. What you do is your choice. What about us? Don't you miss? She trailed off. The truth? Yeah. I'm human. I missed the physical connection. I missed feeling wanted, but I missed the version from 2 years ago. The girl who wanted me, not what I could buy her. This version, the one who withheld affection unless I performed, I didn't miss that. At all. We can talk when you're ready to be honest, I said. Her face hardened. That week, Nicole's pregnancy announcement happened. When I got home, Vanessa was staring at her phone, jaw tight. You saw? She asked. Yeah, good for them. She's younger than me, has a house, a lake house, she's pregnant, and we're nothing. We have an apartment, jobs, we rent a shitty place, and you drive a Civic. And that's not enough for you. Silence. It's never enough, I said. The bag, the dinners, the 6 months of weekends I worked, none of it. Because this isn't about us. It's about Nicole. That's not... You're competing with your sister using my paycheck. And my body, apparently. I'm done with both. Her eyes widened. My body? What's that supposed to mean? You know exactly what it means. She tried to move closer. Touch my arm. Tyler, baby. I stepped back. Don't. Don't what? Don't do that. Don't touch me because you want something. I'm not falling for it anymore. Her face went from shocked to angry. You're really going to act like I'm some kind of... I'm going to act like someone who finally sees the pattern. She went to the bedroom, slammed the door. A few days later, I came home early from work. Vanessa was on the couch with Britt and Simone, wine glasses out. I went to the bedroom, door cracked. I don't get it, Vanessa was saying. Why is he treating me like a roommate all of a sudden? Because he's intimidated, Britt said immediately. You're out of his league, and he knows it. Exactly, Simone added. The second you showed interest in a guy with actual money, he got threatened. So what do I do? Make him jealous, Britt said. Post more. Go out more. Show him what he's missing. And definitely don't sleep with him, Simone added. Make him work for it. He needs to remember your value. Jenna's voice, skeptical. Or you could just ask him what's wrong? Jenna, stop, Britt said. V doesn't need to beg for communication. He needs to step up. Vanessa sighed. You're right. I deserve better than this. I closed my eyes. She was asking the wrong people. 2 weeks later, Vanessa still hadn't paid her share. I sent a reminder. Hey, your half of bills is due $1,240. 3 hours later. I don't have it. When will you? Maybe if you didn't humiliate me, I'd be motivated to pay. Let me know when you can. I screenshotted it, added to the folder. Sunday evening, she came home. She'd been gone all weekend. I was meal prepping. Chicken, rice, vegetables. Enough for one. Hey, she said. Hey. She sat at the counter, watched me chop. Can we talk? Sure. Long pause, then, Tyler, why do you treat me like a roommate? I set the knife down, wiped my hands, looked at her. You really want to know? Yes. I leaned against the counter. Because roommates have clear expectations. They split bills. They respect boundaries. They don't weaponize affection to get what they want. She opened her mouth to speak. October 15th, I continued. I suggested we save money for the car repair. You didn't touch me for 11 days. I tried to initiate 3 times. You said you were tired, stressed, not in the mood. I was actually... November 8th. I bought you those boots. $300. That night you pulled me to bed before I even finished putting them in the closet. You were all over me. Her face paled. November 11th. 3 days later. I said we should skip the expensive brunch. You went cold again. 5 days that time. You're twisting things? Am I? December 2nd. Pool party. I said I was too tired to go. You pouted, went silent. I changed my mind, said we'd go. Suddenly you were sitting in my lap, kissing me, telling me you appreciated me. We had sex that night for the first time in a week and a half. So you've been keeping score. Her voice rose. That's manipulative, Tyler. No. Keeping score would be holding it over you. I'm just finally seeing the pattern. I kept going. Roommates don't sit in other guys' Lambos and come home embarrassed by your car. They don't freeze you out for days as punishment. They don't lie to family about buying houses that don't exist. I never said we were buying. You posted about house hunting. Your mom asked mine when we close. That's a lie. She stood up, defensive. You're making me sound like some kind of monster. I'm not. I never meant to. I know you didn't mean to. That's what makes it worse. This is just who you've become. That's not fair. None of this is fair. I worked 6 months of weekends, picked up extra projects, bought you gifts, upgraded our life. And yeah, I wanted you. Physically, emotionally. But I wanted you to want me too, not just when I'd performed well enough to earn it. Tears started rolling down. Her face. So what? I'm just a bad person? Is that what you're saying? You're not a bad person. You're someone so focused on keeping up with your sister that you turned our relationship into a transaction. And I'm the currency. I love you, she whispered. I nodded slowly. Maybe, but you love what I provide more. The bills I pay, the lifestyle I fund, the image you can post, and when I don't provide enough, you withhold yourself until I do. That's not love, that's leverage. You're being cruel. I'm being honest, for the first time in months. She wiped her eyes. So what now? You're just done? I'm done being treated like an ATM with benefits. Yeah. She grabbed her keys. I need to think. Okay. You're not going to stop me? Why would I? Because you love me. Because we're supposed to fight for this. I did fight. I worked myself to exhaustion fighting. You just didn't notice because you got what you wanted anyway. She stood at the door. You'll regret this. The only thing I regret is not seeing it sooner. She left. I went back to chopping vegetables, hands steady. For the first time in months, I felt clear. Week 1, Vanessa stayed at Brit's. I went to the gym, had dinner with Derek, slept better than I had in months. Week 2, Jenna DM'd me. V's telling people you're abusive, that you withheld affection to control her. I was there. I know that's backwards. Just wanted you to know I don't believe it. I thanked her. She said Vanessa had been competing with Nicole for years. Week 3, Nicole called. I heard you split. I wanted to check in. Hey, thanks. I also heard she's spreading stories about you being controlling. I don't believe it. She's done this since we were kids. Competed, exaggerated, made things up. After I got engaged, she told people she was engaged too. She wasn't even dating anyone. She told me I don't understand what it's like to be second to you. I never asked to be first, Nicole sighed. I'm sorry you got caught in this. If anyone asks, I'll tell them the truth. Week 4, my mum called. Vanessa's friend told Aunt Linda you were controlling and financially abusive. I sent screenshots. Venmo history. 8,200 from me, 400 from her. The texts. Mum called back immediately. Oh, honey, you paid for everything. For over a year. I asked for fair split. That's not abuse. I'm setting everyone straight. Week 5. Britt kicked Vanessa out after a month of free rent. Week 6. She showed up at my door. Exhausted, no makeup. Can I come in? I stepped aside. I've been thinking. Maybe I was wrong about some things. I waited. But you didn't have to cut me off. You could have talked to me. I tried multiple times. You attacked me. I stated facts. What if we start over? Go to therapy. I shook my head. You don't want to start over. You want me to go back to funding everything and accepting scraps of affection in return. That's not true. It is, she cried. So you're done? I've been done. You'll regret this. I regret staying as long as I did. She went to the door, turned back. You'll never find someone who loved you like I did. You're right, because what you did wasn't love. Love doesn't come with a price tag, and it shouldn't have to be earned every single time. She left. 6 months later, smaller apartment, better work hours, paid off, 4,200 in debt. Rock climbing with Derek, better sleep, went on a few dates. One woman insisted on splitting the check. When I reached for her hand later, she didn't calculate what I'd bought her first. She just smiled and squeezed back. Vanessa tried dating Marcus. He ghosted. She moved back with her mom, lost most of her friends. Nicole stopped inviting her to family events. Sunday at Derek's, he handed me a beer. You good? I looked around. Kids laughing. Easy warmth. Yeah, really good. Proud of you. That night, I thought about who I was a year ago. Exhausted, working weekends, jumping through hoops for scraps of affection. I didn't miss her. I missed the girl from the rooftop party who wanted me before she knew what I could buy her. But I wasn't angry anymore. Just free. I fell asleep with the TV on. No anxiety. No wondering if I'd done enough to earn her touch. Just peace. For the first time in 2 years, I wasn't trying to earn love. I was just living. And that's the real win.